All right, all right, all right. What is good, everybody? Hold up.
There we go. There we go. Much better. Much better. Much better. Anyways, we got a lot to talk about today. We got Myron versus seven black niggas and a bitch in there. Then we got Ryad and Myron talking about how Iran is beating us strategically. So we got a good plate on us today. And we got the X timeline. So we got a good plate on us today. Good Monday going. I haven't been deep in my phone as I usually am early in the morning to learn what's going on, but we will be learning today, as usual. Unc, I see you in here with the subs. You are the fucking goat, as usual. Hold up. But yeah, let's get right into this, guys. You know I don't like wasting nobody's time, of course.
The bitch shaking it, showing it. You this, you that. We laughing at them together. Oh! So stop treating these mother like they mean something.
Let's go to TikTok. All right. Let's see what we got today on the X timeline here.
Let the fuck go. You gonna motherfucking quit, bruh. You gonna motherfucking quit. Get the fuck out. I'm not pulling up in my motherfucking house, bruh. Who? Who you got pulling up in my house?
See, this is Trump giving 300 billion to Iran. Chill. Don't tell me that's real. Don't tell me that's real. Hold up. Who's First of all, who? Why are we? Oh, this shit is 22 minutes. Scroll. Sneaker reacts to Yana getting uncomfortable after Dean the Great and Adrian Broner repeatedly flirted with her and made sexual comments during streamer universe. 19 is a grown woman, but this is Twitch culture. They just keep pushing the age further and further. You notice how nobody ever pulls this card for Clavicular? Why is that? Clavicular just turned 20. He's there kissing moms and their daughters on stream. Have you ever seen anybody try to infantilize Clavicular? Have you ever seen the double standard? She's a grown woman, bro. On God. 18 and up is grown woman. I know y'all don't like hearing that, but 18 and up is grown woman. If you don't like that, go to the courthouse, file a petition, and maybe you might be able to get the laws changed. But 300 million to Israel. Let's see. It's real even MAGA on Trump ass now. Ah, Trump gives Israel money already. Yes. I'm not surprised though. I'm not surprised though. I am not. That's so funny. That is so funny. The U.S. has listen to this, guys. The U.S. has not authorized a direct 300 million payment to the Israeli government. Duh. Why would they? Why, like AI is so fucking. Why would they just obviously do that? But listen to this. However, Donald Trump previously signed DHS funding bills that allocated 300 million to the nonprofit security grant program, which is frequently utilized by guess who? Jewish institutions in the U.S. facing rising threats. Ugh. The 300 million allocated in the DHS appropriations bill is designed to help high-risk nonprofit organizations including synagogues and Jewish community centers fund physical security upgrades and personnel. Oh, 300 billion to Iran. My fault, my fault, my fault. My fault, my fault, my fault. To Iran? What? United States is not. Comes from a report draft framework for a U.S.-Iran peace agreement that includes an international reconstruction and investment fund, which Iran could access only if it fulfills strict obligations such as abandoning its nuclear weapons program. The fund Vice President J.D. Vance confirmed that Iran could eventually gain access to an estimated $300 billion economic and reconstruction package, but specified it would be funded by an international Gulf Coast coalition. GCC and not direct U.S. taxpayer dollars. So it's like they're like, we'll pay you, but it won't be from us. Like, imagine that's so crazy. We blew up all your ship, and we'll pay you, but it won't be from us. While Iranian state media has framed the draft as an American payout for war damages, U.S. officials maintain that the arrangement is not a reward. The U.S. may also release a significantly smaller amount of frozen assets, reportedly 24 to 25 billion. Going off about it. Okay, bet we'll watch Valhalla. Yeah. Yahoo just I see a lot of that. U.S. offers Iran access to 300 billion fund if deal upheld. Yeah. That's what they're framing it as. Hold up. I'm glad you said that too. Cause you know we like watching my boy VFT. VFT. Hold up. Fucking on. Donald Trump's birthday is ruined. I love the thumbnail. God will curse Trump.
I run a podcast solo. No producer, no editor, no tech skills, just Riverside.
According to Mer News, Tehran.
Look at this. Shout out to Unc. Okay, this is why I like chat, because chat helps me learn things as well, and why I like people who chat, such as Unc, is because the more people that we have that talks about this different stuff, the more we can reach. You see what I'm saying? So just like how I was doing X timeline, the Black Fatigue, and this, my boy came in with the 300 billion to Iran. Now we got more to show to the people.
Claims Washington locked in a staggering $300 billion in direct reconstruction funds. Even wilder, they're allegedly getting $24 billion in frozen assets unfrozen, with a $12 billion handed over upfront just to sit down and negotiate. Yes, spending $100 billion to blow up a bunch of shit just to spend $300 billion more in taxpayer money to repair it. Wow, the art of the deal.
Yo, Valhalla is funny. I need to make, and this is what I like about Val, is that his videos be short and concise. And I need to start doing that, to where I'm making short, concise videos like this on YouTube. Like, it's like this, like he's really goated for this.
A wild one, was it not? And of course, we got to talk about yesterday, one of the most historic days in United States history, Donald Trump's birthday, Freedom 250. And of course, as Donald Trump told you yesterday, that historic peace deal has officially been signed. Yeah, it turns out that both Iran and Israel said absolutely fuck not. We have not signed anything. And even Donald Trump has come out today and said that the peace deal will actually be signed Friday. Yes, this Friday is the actual signing of the peace deal. So
anybody listening to this nigga talk about a peace deal is retarded. Okay? We don't Trump talking, you need to see if the IRGC is saying anything about, because Trump is gonna say anything that comes out of his ass, all right? So anybody listen to this nigga about a peace deal is stupid.
Yeah, wow. Shocker. Donald Trump lied about a peace deal for the 39th time. Now, the framework of this deal actually has been put out, and MAGA and Israel are pissed. So we're going to take a look at what's actually in the deal. Holy shit. And also why it's probably never going to go through, because Uncle Bibi has already come out and said that Israel will refuse to sign this peace deal. So, okay. We had a lot to talk about. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also, guys, make sure to check you weren't unsubscribed by YouTube, because they love to do that. Click that notification bell, click all, so you can hopefully see when I post my videos. All right, let's talk about it. There's a lot to
Right.
talk about. Let's recap the weekend, of course, because market manipulation weekends, it's looking like that's exactly what we saw here. So Friday, you
As
had
usual.
Donald Trump threatening to nuke Iran. Then you had Israel bombing Lebanon, Iran counterstriking Israel. Saturday, Donald Trump announces that a peace deal is reached and will be signed on Sunday. Israel proceeds to immediately bomb Lebanon again. And then on Sunday, Donald Trump lies about a historic peace deal being officially signed. And that brings us to where we are today. So, of course, Donald Trump had claimed yesterday that the deal was already signed. The deal with the Islamic Republic of Iran is now complete. Congratulations to all. I hereby fully authorize the toll-free opening of the Strait of
This is so crazy because you got some of that market money. Imagine this is so crazy because imagine this nigga's telling everybody, "Hey, go through the strait." So imagine a tanker that's a dumbass just listening to Donald Trump. You know, even though I doubt they would do that, they go through the strait and then niggas die because their ship gets blown up or they lose profit because their oil is stolen. Like he doesn't understand the volatility of him just coming out and saying shit like this.
Hormuz, and simultaneously herewith authorize the immediate removal of the United States naval blockade. Ships of the world, start your engines. Let the oil flow. President Donald J. Trump. Absolutely amazing. What's the problem with that? Even in this new memorandum of understanding that hasn't been signed yet, there is still a 30-day window where the Strait of Hormuz will not be opened to ensure that the ceasefire peace deal is not broken by our greatest ally. So, yeah, Strait of Hormuz is not open. And again, for all the maggots out there who are trying to say this deal is already reached, no, here's Donald Trump today. Now, I know this is going to shock you to your core that Donald Trump lied about a peace deal being signed, but here you go. Again, 3:57 in the morning. Yeah, wow. That's sundowning dementia really working overtime. If you don't understand why he literally falls asleep all day during his press conferences, well, it's because he's up all night posting on True Social. Anyway, I digress. So, like I said, Donald Trump posting today. This great deal will bring peace and security to the whole region. Many presidents have tried to make peace with Iran and have failed before me. The leaders of the region have, for the first time, found a president who can help them achieve real peace. With the opening of the strait upon the signing of the deal Friday. For purposes of mine removal, oil will flow on both ends of the region and the world. President Donald J. Trump. Yeah, what happened? I thought the historic peace deal was already signed yesterday. And again, turns out that both Israel and Iran said absolutely not. Nothing is signed. And it's Friday. This Friday is the new day for the deal. Woo! And again, here.
Because Israel keeps bombing Lebanon. That's so crazy. We keep pushing the peace. We keep pushing the ceasefire peace deal back because Israel continuously bombs Lebanon, and we have no control over them niggas. Like we can't, like Trump can't tell them stop, and they listen. They listen. He listens to them. So it's like we'll never be able to get a peace deal if they keep bombing Lebanon.
Here you go, reporting. U.S.-Iran peace deal now complete. But declares Trump signing set for June 19th. All right, also real quick to understand, there is no peace deal being signed on the 19th. What we have is the potential signing of a memorandum of understanding, which is essentially agreement to stop bombing each other until a peace deal can be figured out. That's what we're discussing being signed on Friday. Now, let's get to the important part of the video because, oh yeah, MAGA and especially Israel are fucking furious as basically the deal has been put forward. And I'm going to show you all the publications from the Israeli outfits to show you how pissed off they are. Basically claiming that Bibi has been massively embarrassed on the world stage. So yeah, our greatest ally is most certainly not going to do anything to compromise this deal. So let's take a look at what the actual framework of the deal is starting to look like. All right, so here you go. I'm going to show you the framework of the deal. I'm going to show you the response from the greatest ally lobby on this one. So it says here, Iran just leaked receipts of the new deal, and it looks like a total U.S. capitulation or surrender. According to Mer News, Tehran claims Washington locked in a staggering $300 billion in direct reconstruction funds. Even wilder, they're allegedly getting $24 billion in frozen assets unfrozen, with a $12 billion handed over upfront just to sit down and negotiate.
God damn.
This completely torches Trump's narrative that Iran wouldn't get a single cent. Trump's trapped. This is a massive checkmate. Yes, spending $100 billion to blow up a bunch of shit just to spend $300 billion more in taxpayer money to repair it. Wow, the art of the deal. And of course, Maggie will say this isn't real, but let's look at reporting coming out of the Israel. outlets to show you exactly this. All right, from the
What's so funny too is nigga will be like, look at the reports coming out of these Israeli outlets talking about Trump, and then they'll be like, oh no, he's lying.
Jerusalem Post. Trump's new Iran deal repeats the same dangerous mistakes. All right, the U.S. and Iran signaled last week they were close to a deal possibly signed in Geneva. The reported framework, a memorandum of understanding, like I told you, opening another 60-day negotiating period, like I told you, not a peace deal at all.
Right.
Reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, possible access to frozen assets, and understandings affecting Lebanon. Israel wasn't party to the talks. Officials are left repeating that Trump understands Israel's concerns. But understanding is not agreement. And in the Middle East, 60 days is enough time for facts on the ground to change. Iran can move material, harden facilities, and cast every other delay as other side acting in bad faith. Reports say Tehran's already collapsing tunnels and booby-trapped entrances as if preparing to back out once U.S. forces thin. Worse, Iran doesn't threaten our greatest ally through uranium alone. It threatens our greatest ally through missiles, drones, Hezbollah, the Houthis, and militias in Iraq and Syria. A deal about nuclear material that ignores those delivery systems and proxy networks cannot claim to guarantee Israeli security. Well, guess fucking what? It's not the United States' responsibility to keep your country secure.
Safe,
So
right.
do it your fucking self, A. But B, as you can see, they aren't happy, which means this deal actually probably is the best case scenario for everyone else.
Right.
No one was ready for what just happened. Cdance 2.0 just dropped, and it keeps your character consistent. Before this, AI videos were unable to keep good character consistency. It could show you good motion, but it could not remember a face.
Oh my god, my face changed.
Check
Oh my
this
God,
out.
my face changed.
Trump targets Netanyahu as Iran deal opponents face threat, reprisal. All the way at any cost, the U.S. president has adopted his Middle East envoy's position on Iran, and the price could be steep. At the same time, he has embraced a hostile narrative towards Netanyahu, in line with President J.D. Vance's view that the prime minister is trying to derail the deal. Senior U.S. officials are warning that anyone who dares oppose the chosen direction in Iran will pay a personal price. And from the Insider paper, just in, President Trump told Axios, why did Bibi have to fucking attack? I was so pissed off. I let him know. He has no fucking judgment. I let him know that.
Right.
Whoa, trouble in paradise? Interesting. So is Donald Trump actually finally standing up for himself, standing up for the country, taking a stand against our greatest ally and the Israeli lobby? Well, if I had to guess,
I doubt it.
that's a tough sell to think that he's actually standing up for this. But who knows? Maybe he is. Maybe we have a new America First Donald Trump on our hands that's finally going to put his foot down against our greatest ally.
Now he realizes America does not like Israel. America doesn't like what we're doing in Iran, and America doesn't want to be over there and be protecting Israel. So I want to say he's realizing that to get a W politically, he has to go against Israel, but I doubt that's going to happen.
We'll see. Now, Donald Trump finds himself in a very precarious political position right now with all this. Obviously, the decision to enter this war was an abject disaster. He's completely pissed off, 70% of the country. What's his approval rate? 32%. And just politically, you basically have the entire America First conservative base that has completely abandoned him, doesn't support him at all, hates his guts. But what you also have now is, now that Donald Trump is floating, ending the war in Iran under terrible circumstances for our greatest ally, you also have his own base now furious with him for ending the war. Talk about having your dick trapped in a proverbial bear trap. Donald Trump is hated for being in the war and is also going to be hated for ending the war. Rough times out there. Now, of course, what to understand, we are nowhere near a peace deal currently. We are nearing the potential signing of a memorandum of understanding that would give a 60-day ceasefire to further discuss a peace deal. And
Right, and then we would have to wait for Israel not to bomb Lebanon.
that could be destroyed at any moment from anything like, I don't know, our greatest ally bombing Lebanon. At any point in the next, 8 weeks? 2
Ain't no
months?
way.
If that were to happen, the entire deal would fall through. What?
The only way out was not starting the war with Iran. That was the only way out. That's what would have saved him. If he was like, you know what, we won't do that. But like Marco Rubio said, they kind of had to, because Israel, and that's why we can't. That's why when a foreign country controls your foreign policy, it isn't good for the host country, because again, Marco Rubio said if Iran said if any one of them attacks us, we're gonna attack, and we already knew Israel was going to attack. So China or Russia, that it's still a possibility of that.
Is the likelihood that nothing goes wrong in the next 60 days when our greatest ally has already said they will refuse to adhere to this deal or stop bombing Lebanon? Well, the United States has one decision and one decision only. Does it restrain Israel or not? And Joe Kent has actually put out a suggestion to Donald Trump on this. So Joe Kent is advising that the United States completely cut off all funding to Israel to ensure that peace remains in place. So the reality is this is the only situation that could actually possibly lead to the signing of a peace deal. The United States cannot allow our greatest ally to keep doing what it's doing. And it can put the foot down because, again, Israel is completely reliant on the United States' tax dollars to fund their military. And if they don't have any, they can't bomb their neighbors. So what I think has to happen is Donald Trump gives Bibi.
And that's why when Tim was like, I don't give a shit about Gaza, it's like, cool, but you should give a shit that we're paying them to do what they're doing to Gaza. That's what you should give a shit about, because we're giving them the fucking bombs to do what they're doing. Now it's Lebanon, but you should give a shit.
A final warning. The final warning is the next time that you drop a bomb in Lebanon under any circumstances, under aggressive
Midterms,
or
goddamn.
self-defense, all funding is cut off. All of it. You will never receive another dime or dollar from the United States. He has the power to do that. Does he have the balls to do it? Well, considering the potential blackmail that they have on him, probably not going to see it happen. So where does that leave us? That leaves us in a situation that none of these negotiations matter because our greatest ally has already said themselves they will refuse to sign or adhere to anything in this deal. And to that exact point, here you go.
You'll never guess who's against the U.S. and Iran peace agreements. Think about it. Who could it be? Who could it be? Oh, man, shocker. Just hours after the peace agreement, Netanyahu tells Trump they refuse to be a part of it and will not withdraw from Lebanon.
So, of course, at the moment, there's no actual realistic chance that this goes through. I mean, I would love to see it go through. Because, again, this is best case scenario at this point. The United States has two choices. You either give up or you push through. What does that mean? The United States either surrenders, which is what we're looking at under this peace deal, or the United States pushes through, which means it fully invades Iran, sacrifices a couple 100,000 U.S. soldiers to, get in some 25-year protracted regime change war and nation-building exercise. That will eventually fail, but will be fantastic for the greater Israel project. So which
Right, I'm about to say it'll fail for us because there's nothing that we get out of it, but it'll be great for Israel because all their enemies will be destabilized.
You're gonna see. Well, again, the United States and Iran probably want to come to a deal, but of course, our greatest ally is the one little linchpin that's got no interest in this thing ending, like we've said 1,000 times before. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens before Friday and see if we actually come to a memorandum of understanding, which again will then lead to just a 60-day ceasefire to discuss the possibility of an actual deal. I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong in the next 2 months that could derail that. But
Facts. Yeah, nah, shout out to Valhalla with the information. No, guys. They literally, like you said, it's a 60-day ceasefire to talk about the peace deal. But you already know Israel said they're not stopping from bombing Lebanon, so none of that shit will work. Like I said, the only way we can really get out of this is if we drop Israel, like you said. If we drop Israel, stop funding them completely, and stop doing anything for them financially, we would be great. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. And like Unc said, we might be at war with Turkey by the midterms because I'm telling you, them niggas are bombing the shit out of Lebanon. And Lebanon is right here, okay? Lebanon is right here. Israel's right here. Lebanon is right here. Turkey is right here. Syria, Jordan. I think we pay Syria. I think we either pay Syria, Jordan, or Egypt to play nice. But yeah, Turkey is right here. I forgot who we pay. I think we pay both of them to play nice, actually. But I already know that's not gonna go down. The 60-day whatever the 60-day peace deal isn't going to work because ceasefire isn't going to work because they're going to continue bombing Lebanon. Even if it does work, Israel has already agreed that they would not be signing that peace deal. So he goes to jail. Because what happens is while they're at war, he can't get like he's not even supposed to be president right now. He's not even supposed to be prime minister. But while they're at war, he can use that as to a reason why he hasn't stepped down yet. Because we're at war, so that's why he needs to. This is why he needs to stay at war with somebody because once he's not in a war state, he can be removed and tried. But since he's in a warring state, with the nation, he's still the prime minister, so he has to be. So he has like that immunity.
Or what? Like, what is the difference?
Wait, let me hold up. Let me hold up. Now, this is Myron versus Myron versus Black Fatigue for real. But this is 7 black people. Go to Times of Israel hour ago. Hold up. Have been achieved. Did you? Judge rejects. Hold up. Three days ago. Hour ago. Here we go. Judge rejects Netanyahu's request to shorten tomorrow's trial hearing. Judge and Prime Minister corruption trial reject the Premier's request to shorten tomorrow's hearing. Shortening the hearing. I mean, but and type in and one. But that's just a hearing. You can, and then he can just keep pushing the trial back and back. So he has trial hearing tomorrow, but that's fine. But he can keep the reason it's been going on so long is because he can keep pushing it back because he's at war. So we'll see if he actually attends that trial meeting, and I doubt it'll be recorded or anybody will be able to have any footage of this shit. So, it's like when I forgot when it's like when George Bush and Dick Cheney testified off the record in private in like about 9/11. Like, did they really? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just got to see what really happens because, like I said, he can just keep pushing it back, and then he can say, "Oh well, I had to." I'm telling you, bro. He's been using the war time for a good long time for a minute. Yeah. Facts. But they had to like sneak that footage. They had to like secretly get that. I don't know if they'll be able to do the same thing again, but they might.
Difference between both of the cases?
I don't really understand your question.
So there was like people are accusing you on X, like you say, words shouldn't matter. People shouldn't be riled up when people get in each other's faces and all that. And then like you have videos, or especially a particular video where you are talking about people that are kind of like harassing you, and you are saying, if y'all did this to me, I will do that to y'all. Like, what is like, why do you get the benefit of the doubt and you get sympathy from people? Yeah, this is clearly acceptable. And when something happens like
Bro's name is Fatty.
this, you kind of like fall back and you don't understand the reaction to what caused that.
I don't know what particular instance you're talking about specifically. I don't know. But what I will say is I think, violence should be avoided at almost every situation and should only be used as a last resort to defend yourself from, obviously some kind of serious bodily injury or death.
Yeah, but so once again, friends, I don't want y'all to think this is ambush or something. I want y'all to own your words and be consistent. Let's see what happened there.
The truth, even if it doesn't fucking benefit. Okay. It does not benefit. to say anything negative about. It does not benefit me critical of Islam. It doesn't. And as a matter of fact, I get a lot of hate for it. I got these ass Pakistani dirty in my chat talking about haram this, haram that. You're for that, murtad, all these other ass shit that if they had told me this shit in person, I'd fucking punch them. Call me murtad to my face, I'll fucking knock you out. Extremely disrespectful shit that they would never fucking say to me in person. Ever. Because they know that it would be.
Oh, hey, Charles. Yeah? What are you wearing? Coach, Soho sneakers. Where are you headed? Can we come with? I'm actually running a little late. Is it shoes first or is it the finishing touch? Finishing touch. Whoa, you got a lot of sneakers there. I like what I like, Soho sneakers.
The critical demon. They hate Andrew in the comments.
Great. Wait, were you even listening? You haven't taken a single note this entire meeting?
I'm actually listening better than I ever have. Let me share my screen. Do you see this? Everything we're saying is being transcribed in real time. Look, word for word. That's exactly what you just said.
Wait.
Doesn't that contradict what you said? That
No, I'm glad that you. I'm glad that you brought that up. So that's in context of a lot of people. I get death threats all the fucking time, obviously, by being the person I am and having the views that I have. So this was during a period where I was talking and being critical about praying at Times Square being like not an intelligent thing to do in the United States. So that's what I was referring to. And obviously I get hundreds, if not thousands of death threats from weirdos from all different walks of life, whether it's, you know, angry Muslims, angry, you know, everybody gets pissed off at me for the views that I have. So that's what I was referring to is like, that's in context of also people giving me death threats all the time, which I get all the time. So that's what I'm saying. But like, but it's like, knock them out only for that, or to, you know, to have some type of altercation for that. You know, you could get angry a little bit or whatever, but honestly, would I really hit somebody over some words? More than likely, unless they were like attacking me or I felt like I was in some imminent danger, probably not, right? But it's important to understand that that was in context of me getting hundreds of death threats from these fucking guys, because I think people know when you talk about the Muslims, and as Andrew could talk about this, if you criticize them, they come at you crazy.
Yeah, that's what's so funny, because like the Muslims be in my DMs. That's who really be the most. It be the Muslims that be in my DMs, bro. Like they be killing me. Oh my God, they really they don't like when you talk about the fake shit.
One second,
The sand demon they worship.
You always got these other extenuating circumstances that make it okay for y'all. I don't understand that.
Did I stab someone in the chest or punch somebody? I didn't.
One second, friends. 1 second. So, but that was not the context at all. You were reacting to people in your chat.
I'm telling you.
Bro watched a clip and then he's telling him what the clip is about. He's telling the nigga who made the clip what. It's not even like we watched the whole live. Myron explains what the clip is about. Bro's like, no, that's not what it's about. It's crazy.
I'm telling you what was going on.
Myron, I know.
I'm telling you what was going on during that period of time that led to that. Okay, you're not the one getting hundreds, if not thousands, of death threats. You're not the one people sending your address to you saying, "Oh, I know where you're at." Whatever. I literally get calls all night from weirdos. You're not getting that. So I'm telling you, that's what was going through my mind. What was going on when I said that. Now, obviously, if I were in some kind of altercation with someone and they said, "Oh, you're a mortal," blah blah, I'd probably walk away. People have talked shit to me in person before, and I'm like, "All right,
bro, we've had videos of Myron of a nigga talking shit to Myron, just randomly walking up to Myron talking shit to him before, and he hasn't done it, and he chilled. He didn't even react. Well, let me not say he didn't react, but you know, he talked back to the guy, but he didn't do nothing. So it's like,
you're not gonna do nothing. Get the fuck out of here, and I'll just walk away. I typically try to de-escalate situations, not escalate.
Sure. I just wanted consistency, because once again,
well, can I take you to task on this here, Fabio?
Oh, absolutely.
What's the contradiction? Even if it was the case that Myron, hang on. Let me ask a question.
Jesus
Even
Christ.
if it was the case that Myron here said that violence should always be the last resort, but he resorted to violence himself as the first resort, what's the actual contradiction there?
Is because he made a definitive statement. He said that we shouldn't do that over words. And in this video, like I am showing y'all, he says that about words. Is
That's
people
not
in the chat?
a contradiction.
No, 1 second. Hey, Andrew, let's strip down the debate thing. I don't know if it's a contradiction. I don't know if it's hypocritical. I know that 1 second. I know that one statement cancels the other. It can, like you know, not the laws of logic. It can be both, right? One is one, and the other one is a one. If
that
these
would violate the law of excluded middle.
So yeah, Andrew's my guy. I like Andrew too. Andrew's my guy.
Wait, 1 second. So is the law of contradiction, right? Is the law of identity, and is the what is the last law?
The one I just said, law of excluded middle.
Okay, law of excluded middle. He said it. He said right now.
Yeah, but I need you to listen to what I'm saying.
No, let me just play what he said, please. And then
I know what he said. I just
no, because I want people to hear it again. It's not for you.
These theatrics, bro. I can't stand theatrics. Like, just shut the fuck up and listen or answer the question. Like, this nigga want to play the video again.
Go ahead.
You know, go ahead. Play the clip again.
I get
Sure.
a lot of hate for my positions because I tell the truth no matter what. Now, someone like Abba, who's I will tell you guys the truth, even if it doesn't fucking benefit me. It does not benefit me to say anything negative about. It does not benefit me to be critical of Islam. It doesn't. And as a matter of fact, I get a lot of hate for it. I got these ass Pakistani dirty in my chat for it. I got these Pakistani dirty in my chat for it. I got these.
Can you stop playing that?
Why does he keep playing that same part? This nigga wants this is like an emotional argument right now.
Over and over.
He's mentioning people in his chat, which is words. Chat is not fist. Chat is not chat is words.
But he just told you he was getting depth. I don't know what we're arguing right now.
So
I'm about to skip this.
What he said, that
Here's the thing, bro. You know what? You know what I like? You know what I like about this?
Listen.
Go ahead, Andrew. Go ahead. And then I'll come in after. Go ahead, Andrew. Say what you got to say. Then I'll come in after. Go
Let
ahead.
me explain this so that you understand what a contradiction or hypocrisy is. If I say people should not murder, and then I go out and murder somebody, that's neither a contradiction nor hypocrisy. It's still true that people shouldn't murder. It's still true that they shouldn't do this thing.
Niggas don't understand that. Niggas think if you do something, if you say you shouldn't do something, that's right, and then you go do it, means you're a hypocrite. They don't understand what hypocrisy means.
Hypocritical either, because I'm still consistent within the belief structure that they shouldn't do that, even if I did. So even if Myron says violence should be the last resort, which he said, and he uses it as a first resort, there's no fucking inconsistency there to even attack him over anyway. Why the guy would even need to defend himself from such a low-tier claim is insane to me.
And Andrew, and this is why I'm not taking this to the debate university and to the verbal combat. I'm taking this to public perception and to common sense.
Bro said, this is why I'm not going to debate you on this, because I know I'm stupid. I'm going to let the public just feel emotionally about what they see in a clip, 30-second clip. Fuck! These are the niggas. These are the niggas.
Myron might not be. One second, let me finish. Myron might not be a hypocrite based on the definition. Myron might not be contradicting
not even
himself.
by the definition.
Basic on no, but it's fine.
Definition.
No,
he's
but
wrong by the definition.
No, fantastic, but it's fine because I don't want to get on the game of semantics.
Another point.
Let me finish, please.
All right, yo, you've been yapping the whole time, bro. You've been yapping the whole time. Like,
Sir, respectfully. Let me finish.
Like, you've been yapping the whole time, dude. Go ahead.
I know. Let me finish and then you got it. You are a talker too. I don't care about the hypocritical. I don't care about the contradiction, but it's common sense that Myron is doing the rules for D, but not for me. He's pushing a higher standard to a 17-year-old and to everybody that is fighting over words, especially the.
But what's the problem? He's literally just said he's pushing a higher standard for everybody else. What's the fucking problem? I don't get it. I'm really lost. And niggas, I promise you, I'm gonna post this clip. Niggas gonna be like, oh, bro, you're glazing. I'm trying to find the problem. A nigga is telling you not to do something bad, and he does it. What's the problem? I don't think nobody knows that saying. I really don't get it, bro. It's like, if I tell you not to jump off the bridge and then I jump off the bridge and die, the advice I gave you is still good. Like, I died. This is why you don't jump off the bridge. But this nigga's saying, well, you jumped off the bridge, so why can't we all just jump off the bridge? Holy.
When people check the builder, and when people are instigating other people, but then he comes on the stream and he says, if you say this one more time to me, I will do this to you. I don't care about the semantics. I don't care about the debate, bro. I care about the fact that Myron...
Facts. Everybody's... And that's when you gotta, like... I'm telling you, bro, that's the humble version of us right here. That's the humble... That's how you know you got a brain. You understand people aren't perfect.
people to a standard that he himself doesn't oblige, like he
Except
showed here.
he doesn't, and that's the claim that's in question.
Y'all got it.
There's no standard he's holding other people to other than the standard he himself still believes, even if he violated the standard. Do you fucking understand that?
Oh my God, he still, like Andrew said, he still believes you shouldn't put your hands on nobody. Even though he violated his standard, he still believes that. So he's not holding somebody higher because he still believes you shouldn't put your hands on somebody.
This dude is too. He's too fucking to understand it. Like, here's the thing, Andrew. These people are low IQ, bro. Like, yo, dude, did I stab somebody in the fucking chest? Did I punch anybody? I didn't do it. Okay, so to say one thing,
Oh, that got everybody riled. He said these people are low IQ. He's talking about Fatty, really, because he's the one being low IQ. But of course, the niggas who know they're fucking stupid had to chime in too.
Let him finish what I'm saying, bro.
Let him finish.
Okay. I don't know why this guy's jumping in here. This conversation doesn't concern him. Again, like I said before, I don't give a fuck what you like. Shut the fuck up.
Friends,
Shut the fuck
it's
up.
the last time I'm saying, let the person that is talking finish.
Whoa.
Cause I don't like you, bro. So I can't be quiet because my emotions won't let me be quiet. I don't like you. I don't know how to just not like you and listen and be quiet. Like I gotta talk to you because I don't like you. I don't get it. If you don't like him, why you want to talk to him so bad?
You still wear Avirex in 2026. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, Myron, you are on YouTube, Myron. Come on, man. Myron,
yo, this dude's talking crazy to me, man. This dude,
no,
like, who the fuck is this guy?
You see, you are on Myron.
Who's this guy?
No, Myron, respectfully. You know that you are on YouTube. There's
I'm on YouTube too. I'm on YouTube too.
Myron, there's 13 people literally streaming on YouTube, 13,000.
I'm on YouTube too. I'm on YouTube as well.
Myron, but come on, man. You know the TOS. Don't do that shit.
Okay, well, he started with me. So it is what it is. Anyway,
man.
so back to what I was saying.
Now niggas like, don't do that. Don't the TOS. I'm scared of the TOS. Then tell that nigga to shut the fuck up. You so damn scared of the TOS. Tell his ass to sit down quietly like a good boy and shut the hell up. Nobody's talking to you, buddy. Now you want me to calm down and you scared of the TOS. I'm not scared of that shit. We don't give a fuck about TOS around here, okay?
What I'm saying is this. I'm not the one shooting people. I'm not the one stabbing anybody. I said something, but that doesn't mean that I'm actually doing it. So again, you're sitting here saying like, oh, look, you're being a hypocrite, blah, blah. Am I running around attacking people? No. Am I stabbing people in the chest? No. Am I shooting people? No. So it's not the same whatsoever. And then again, I love how you're removing all the context from what I was discussing where I was telling you I'm getting all these fucking death threats all the time. That's what I was also obviously including in what I'm saying. That factors into what I'm saying when I'm saying like, oh, if somebody comes up to me, calls me a murtad to my face, because I'm getting death threats from these guys all over the place. And anyone that criticizes Islam or any type of Muslims in New York City, they'll tell you, oh, they come up to you all the time. Andrew's gotten hundreds of death threats from these guys. So when I was saying, come up to my face and say that, okay, that's within the context of me getting hundreds, if not thousands, of death threats from these people. But am I going to run around and knock somebody out just for simply calling me a murtad and nothing else? No, bro, I'm going to walk away. I'm not the one doing all the fucking violence bullshit. I don't believe in it. Unless you had to defend yourself, like I said before, from some type of imminent injury or danger or loss of life or whatever. That's what it is. I carry a gun all the time. I'm not getting in shootouts. No, because I understand use of force and using it appropriately and not just attacking people because they piss you off with your feelings.
Sure, and thank you very much for calming yourself down and not calling us names, right?
No, well, your buddy Go is the one that started the issues here. He's like, I don't like you as if I care. I don't even know who he is.
No, he didn't. One second. No, he didn't because you what? Hey, Tess, 1 second. You called us low IQ. You called us.
He called you low IQ, and then guess what? All the low IQ niggas was like, fuck, he knows I'm stupid, and had to talk. Do you see what I'm saying? He said these people are low IQ. He didn't say nobody's name. He didn't call out nobody's address, last name, birthday. But every one of them niggas, he just called me stupid. That's how you know you're stupid. It's like a nigga. It's like when you walking down the street, right? You walking down the street and the nigga's like, hey, dumbass. And then you turn around. You answered to it. Like...
like you
yeah, because you're bringing up that's a low IQ thing to bring up that clip as if, look, you're a hypocrite. Am I running around punching people in the face?
It, though.
Yeah, but here's the thing. No, because you're giving.
You changing it, Myron. You said he started.
Bro, no. The other dude, Goat, said some dumb shit.
No, but you started it.
No. This dude Goat said something about I don't like you or whatever. I was like, I'm not talking to you, so who cares what you like?
After you say what you said.
And
after you say what you said.
What did I say? That this is a low IQ comment?
Low IQ, R words.
Yes, because you don't understand, okay? Because you're over here. Andrew Tyson is trying to explain it to you a million times.
Do you see? Do you see? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 of them niggas, right? Right? He's talking to Fatty. Right? That's literally bro's name. He's talking to Fatty, and he says these are low IQ comments. Even if he says these people are low IQ, he's talking about this nigga. He's talking about the fat nigga that couldn't comprehend what Andrew Wilson was saying, not the 6 other niggas who weren't talking. The fuck?
Sometimes you just don't understand it. You got this clip. You got this clip, and you're like, "Look, I got this guy." And it's like, bro, what is that supposed to prove? What is that supposed to prove? Am I running around punching people for calling me a murtad? I'm not.
Fatty, real slow, please. Just Fat, I swear I'm not. Andrew keeps telling us Andrew keeps telling us to prove things. He made an assertion about you. You get to make an assertion, and nobody has to prove anything. You both don't have to prove it. So you called us low IQ just because you came up here and didn't like what we said. It was nothing about you having to prove it or us.
No, he said y'all are low IQ because you keep playing a clip, and you couldn't understand that Myron isn't being hypocritical or contradicting what he's saying because he hasn't done it.
Because he couldn't understand what he was trying to explain to him.
Myron, you just
this doesn't prove anything. That clip doesn't prove anything.
No, Myron, you came on our panel for the first time and calling people low IQ. Can you prove that the people on this panel are low IQ?
Yeah, because I've been listening to your guys.
Excuse me.
You just asked to prove it.
No. That's wrong what I said. See, I'm fixing what I said. Did you prove it before you said they're low IQ? Did you?
They are ignorant by definition. They really don't know any better because they truly believe it's the same brainwashing that manufactures.
Prove it. And then did Andrew ask you to prove it? The point is this. Every time y'all get into a disagreement with somebody, not you mostly, Andrew will do that. Prove it. But he doesn't have to prove it, and you don't have to prove it. That's the point that Fatty's trying to make as well, too. Y'all just making assertions and making statements that you don't have to prove, but you want the person that's speaking to you to prove it.
Well, okay, so you called him in to talk about the video. He told you about the video. What is there else to prove? We then go over the video again. Andrew then says, well, what did he contradict or be hypocritical about? Fatty says, well, I'm not here for debate. I'm just here for public opinion and public perception to make people see how people feel about this. Like, what? I'm not really here to argue if you was right or wrong. I'm just trying to see how people feel about this. And then Myron says, oh, well, then you're low IQ. And then here come the rest of these niggas. What's a low IQ? What? What do you mean? Like, bro was literally talking to Fatty. None of you niggas was talking.
And I was listening to the conversation before the whole Carmelo Anthony thing, right? So when I'm saying, because obviously, I was listening to what Andrew was saying, and he was trying to explain concepts to you guys. And then when this guy Fatty brings up that clip, and I was like, oh man, these people are hard to, they just don't understand shit. So when I'm saying low IQ, I mean as in your legal analysis is low IQ. It's your name should be Dr. And then for the guy Fatty, who I can't understand anything saying because he's a foreigner, the reality is you guys just don't understand certain concepts. Someone's got to come in and tell you that you're fucking.
No, it's fine.
You guys are fucking retarded. It's a bunch of fucking.
They chip it out. They chip it out. Oh my God. They finna chip out. Get the Doc. They about to start shooting, Doc.
This is why we got
1 second, Myron.
I think through the roof. You niggas are. That's what it is.
Can't change someone's mind who believes with their heart and soul. No amount of evidence can. That's because the only thing we are supposed to believe is in Jesus, and they ain't got him. Bango.
Perfect.
You niggas are fucking. I gotta tell you fucking.
I accept you.
You're fucking. Your name is Fatty.
Right?
You're fat. Who gives a fuck what you think? You're fat.
I know,
bro.
and you have a bald spot on your head like a halo. I know, we both have problems.
You wear sunglasses inside. No one understands what you're saying. You're a fucking foreign fat fuck. Nobody cares. You got no emotion besides your stomach moving because you're fat as fuck. We got Dr. in here. We got this goat who literally looks like a fucking dude that still wears South Pole in 2026. We got a bunch of here that don't understand basic concepts.
Friends, it's fine. It's fine. Hey, Myron.
Hey, Unc, shut the fuck up. Unc, shut the fuck up. Okay? And then we got this foreign retard here. Yeah, you're wearing sunglasses. What are you talking about?
No, Myron, I accept
it. I can clown you fucking losers all day.
Hey, Myron, I accept
fucking ridiculous.
Let me finish, please, Myron.
50 IQ.
Myron's tripping out right now.
50 IQ.
You dress like Run DMC.
Nobody understands you. You can't even ask a question properly.
This nigga's still in 2001.
You fat fucking. It's crazy to me. Holy shit.
Can I answer that?
Now, I like this because niggas always be like, oh, Myron don't get like this with the men. He don't get like this with the guys. He won't be like this with the guys. What is he doing now? There's a whole bunch of niggas here. It's not even white people either. It's a whole bunch of niggas.
5 IQ panel. Fatigue is through the roof. You
over here. Stop it.
No. So let me just
let me bring my real.
Let me answer, please. Let me answer, please.
All right, go ahead.
Okay,
Ask
let me answer.
Ask your question. What you got to say?
Okay.
What you got to say? What you got to say?
You call us low IQ based on we don't know the law. I can have the highest IQ in
He got
whatever
convicted, bro. He got convicted. Hold the L.
Let me finish.
Yo,
Why are you afraid? Why are you afraid of me?
He's in jail.
Why are you afraid of me talking? Why are you afraid of me? Why are you afraid of me talking?
He's in jail.
Why are you afraid?
No one understands anything
Why are
you're
you
saying.
afraid of me talking?
No one's understanding you anyway. No one understands you anyway. Okay? Bro's in jail.
Why are you afraid of me?
Go ahead, fat boy. Go ahead, fat boy. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead, fat boy.
So, Myron. Okay. First, you didn't prove that we are low IQ because we can be. Well, let me finish. We can be very high IQ and know nothing about law. That's the first one, right? Since Andrew went to debate, we can be engineers, astronauts, do things that have high functioning level and not know nothing about law. So we not knowing the law doesn't make us low IQ.
He said you're low IQ in legal. I swear he just said that. They could take him? I don't know why. He's been trained. He used to be an FBI.
I'm a foreigner. Totally fine.
They give you some type of training. Even I do security. They give you some type of training. Regardless if it's weak as fuck or not. They give you, and then this FBI, it's like they give you some type of training, bro. So there's no way. Even if I knew I could beat his ass, I know once that gun come out, he's not missing, bro. Like against or not. I want to say that. But you really don't know, like, but when you're a fighter, you understand that you can't just try everybody, no matter how they look. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, as a man, you're supposed to understand that this guy might have a certain set of abilities that you don't know about. So you can't just be trying everybody because they look like a small fry or some shit like that.
Piers Morgan is a foreigner, and you were sucking his. Stephen Crowder is a foreigner, and you were sucking his.
They both don't like Myron. What? They both hate Myron.
Co-host, he's from Barbados, and you were sucking his dick.
The only thing you engineer.
Facts. People are done.
Fat boy, the only thing you engineer is more calories, you fat fuck. That's the only thing you fucking engineer. Your name is Fatty. Your name is Fatty.
I let you finish. You are going to let me finish.
Okay, yeah, this is just these niggas. Okay, guys. Don't be niggas. All right, that's pretty simple as that. Don't be niggas. Jesus Christ, because that's all these niggas are doing, are just fucking arguing about some bullshit. Like, don't be niggas. I got King Rich. In a fight, like in a regular just fist fight, no weapons. The King Rich's, I don't know. I don't know how tall he is, because Myron's like 6'4", 6'5", so he gonna have that reach, but I don't know how tall King Rich is. So if he's the same height, I might give it to you too. I might say King Rich give him a run for his money. But other than that, I don't. Maybe Dr. Ilkhan looked like he, these like niggas like you really don't know. I'm telling you, bro, you really don't know who would win some shit, bro. Like unless it's just like some 6'8" nigga against a 5'3" nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like some obvious shit like that. Like, you really don't know, bro. Like, I would say he would have the best chance. He look like he's strong. He got the bone structure right. He don't look fat. You know what I'm saying? Like, he look like he's toned out. So he don't look like unathletic guy. So he might give Myron a run for his money. He might be able to hold his own against Myron. But the rest of these niggas are cooked.
Yeah, that's what engineer's calories.
Yeah, let's skip over this. This niggas. It's because he's black. I'll try to. Everybody's black here. The fuck, like. It's just this nigga's out of shape. He's not lasting around. Maybe if we saw more of Dr. Ilkin, maybe because he looks like he's in shape too. So, but he looks old. So I don't know about that one. He Hawaiian, look black on God. So he got. I feel like he has the best chance out of everybody. If anybody was to start hooking, he would have the best chance right here to fight Myron.
You have actually said you either want a good deal or no deal at all with Iran. So what does a good deal look like for you?
Well, first of all, there's no deal that's good enough because the media will cover it. We're making a great deal. We're going to make it a great deal. Or we'll just go back and finish it off militarily. But
Oh, we'll just go back and finish it off militarily. Yeah, right, nigga. You know you can't go down there. You know you can't put no boots on the ground over there.
It's probably better on a humane standpoint. There's something nice about it also. You know, save a lot of lives. Whether it's the other side or not, you save a lot of lives. But we're close to a very good deal, and if we can make it good, otherwise we just start up with the Department of War, as we call it. And it's been very successful. You saw Venezuela. It was a one-day win.
These niggas keep talking about Venezuela like it's Iran. Oh my God, these niggas keep comparing Venezuela to Iran like Iran hasn't been preparing this for almost 40 years.
And this is really a win already. We've defeated their military. Essentially,
the cope is nuts.
My nigga said we defeated the military after they just nigga. This was when was this? I swear this is 2 hours ago. He posted to us. I swear this was today. Like niggas keep saying that we defeated the military. They just finished bombing Kuwait. They literally just finished bombing the airport at Kuwait. Like what? I forgot who else they just bombed. Like they just finished bombing Israel. They just bombed Israel as well. So it's like
nuts. It is. The cope is crazy. I thought that I'd let this play through. It's pretty painful, but we'll keep going. I'm sorry.
We defeated their military. I would rather get a deal because we can open the strait immediately upon signing. The one guarantee that I have to have is that there will be no nuclear weapons. They've agreed to that. And it was very interesting.
Hey, that's something that they were always willing to agree to. If you were asking them not to make a nuclear weapon, well, sure, but that was largely contingent upon their security in which you violated. And so you can't expect the same level of a guarantee that you would have gotten prior to February 28th. And look,
they're not getting nothing out of that, okay? If they have to stop enriching uranium, have no nukes, have no proxies, stop their ballistic missiles, y'all not doing none of that. Iran is not giving up shit no more, okay? Iran has put their foot down. If Iran was going to give up on nuclear or they would have done it already. Iran is not budging. So him continuously keeps saying we need to get rid of them. You're not getting them no more, okay? Before you started the war, you could have maybe, but now you can't.
Look, he's telling on himself. He's like, well, we're going to sign a deal and right away the strait needs to be open. That's all that matters is the Strait of Hormuz at this point. And that's what we desperately need to be released. Yeah. That's the biggest thing right now.
It's the biggest obstacle for them. It's the only thing he cares about.
Yes.
They originally said, we will not develop a nuclear weapon. I said, well, what happens if you buy a nuclear weapon? So now it says we will not develop or in any way purchase a military weapon. That's a big difference. So we're getting what we want slowly. Very tough negotiators. It takes a long time. I'm in no hurry. I'd like to say I'm in a hurry.
Let me quickly frame this, just quickly, because it comes to my mind now and it's fresh and I don't want to let it sit and I forget. Iran is a relative...
Which is why I stopped the video so many times, because shit will come to my mind and I hate forgetting about what I'm about to say, so I just say it.
Powerful country, middle power, respectable ballistic missiles program, respectable drone program, has done damage to several of these countries that have U.S. defense in the region, and they were enriching uranium at 60%, which is close to weapons grade, which would be about 90%, and where you can actually make a bomb to use against people. On top of that, you also have to consider they are closely allied strategically.
Exactly, bro. I'm trying to tell you, we're not getting nothing. If we don't come to the table with our ass out, we're not getting shit. Iran is not budging on nothing. And they have the right to, because they budged on everything before the war and they still went to war with them. They said, you know what, we'll get rid of the proxies. We'll get rid of the nukes. They wasn't touching them ballistic missiles. We won't touch them ballistic missiles. But we'll do the proxies and the nukes. We got you. Them niggas said, fuck that. We want everything. Iran was like, no, we can't give you everything because then we'll be defenseless. They said, fuck you. So guess what Iran is saying now? Fuck you.
With Russia and China. And so we've given them a buffer of 2.5, almost 3 months now at this point. The ceasefire has gone on for way too long, and they've built up their ballistic missiles program to something that was probably larger than what it was prior to the conflict, or at least even. Who knows what they're doing behind closed doors? And this is something that everybody has to acknowledge. This is a country that's been given a break. They survived the U.S. bombing campaign. They made it painful for us. They're tolling ships in the Strait of Hormuz. We tried to stop them with Operation Freedom. Didn't work. They're continuing to toll the ships in the Strait of Hormuz, blockade it. Our blockade of their blockade and our blockade of their naval ports clearly don't seem to be that effective, because They're still not running to the table for a deal like Trump said they would per that blockade. So that's not working. And again, they have all of these weapons that are being delivered to them from likely China and Russia. Yeah, I mean, of course we're asking them not to buy a nuke, but this is like a problem that we've opened up by starting this conflict that we would have never had to deal with. We put a battery in the back of a country that is going to be very problematic in the future. And this is what Robert Pape says, but it's increasingly obvious Iran can be one of the most powerful nations on the earth if we don't.
The Dolphins with weapons? Oh my God. They equipped Dolphins with weapons? Oh my God.
Continue and finish off this war, which we likely at this point won't.
Iran is not playing.
What are they going to become after this is all done? Iran with a bunch of uranium, even closer allied with China and Russia than before, and they have the Strait of Hormuz. I mean, that's really bad. Not only that, they were able to do their homework and study how the United States attacked them from the air, which is why we didn't attack a second time as well. That was partially the reason, because Iran allegedly had the go-ahead of intelligence and how we would go about our second strike. I mean, just top to bottom, you think about it, we have effectively, and people are going to say, you're IIGC member, you're Iran. People are going to be, that's totally fine, but if you're actually high IQ, then you can understand what I'm saying. We made Iran stronger. We literally made them stronger than they ever were going to be if we didn't attack. And so this plan...
And the reason we made them stronger is because we let them see that we're not the strongest. We're not as strong as we claim to be. So now it's like, oh, so it's like you facing Mike Tyson, right? You facing Mike Tyson. It's Buster Douglas. We going against Buster. Mike hit him with one. He went down. He was like, damn. That nigga he don't really hit that hard. I could really whoop his ass. And then he got back up and whooped his ass. He said, damn, he caught me, but it didn't hurt that much, head ass.
Fell flat on its face, did not get what they wanted, and the United States cannot serve the interests of it.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. You just need a concept and a way to record it.
And that's why when you have that gusto or that confidence and that swagger about you, you have to also have the humbleness to know that a nigga could knock you back. You never know what the other nigga got. You never know what the other nigga is going through, how much problems or stress that he had to come through before the fight. Like, you never know why this guy is fighting so hard. So it's like, you can't, like I said, bro, this might be that nigga last day. This is last straw today. I don't know if y'all ever seen the fucking movie when that nigga was driving and he was like, oh, you must have never had a bad day before, huh? I'm gonna show you a bad day. It's niggas like that everywhere. Even in Iran. You know, because you know niggas will fucking kill me because I said Iran. But you niggas, like, guys, you have to understand, not everybody is just believes in Jesus, reads their Bible, prays, puts their faith in God. Not everybody does that. Some niggas are just winging it out here. I don't know how they surviving, but this was this nigga last straw. And you pulled it out for him. You did that for him.
Benjamin Netanyahu recently has been echoing the idea publicly.
And like niggas are saying, and this is why I don't like, try to have any complications with niggas, because again, even though Carmelo's in jail, that does nothing for Austin. That nigga's dead. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck if that nigga's in jail. My nigga, the nigga's dead now. So it's like, it doesn't matter. That's why it's like when niggas be like, oh man, I'll get back. Who cares if you get back? The nigga is dead. You can't get back and bring the nigga back to life. Like, that's why I tell my niggas, avoid conflict as much as possible, because that nigga going to jail, you gonna be dead. Okay? He might be getting fucked up in jail. At least he's getting fucked up in jail alive. You're dead, bro. There's nothing there's nothing for you to do anymore. So it's like, they use weaponized comment. Oh God, they're killing the Dolphins. They're killing the Dolphins. But like, you're dead now, bro. I would rather a nigga in jail, like, I would rather you go to jail than die. Okay? Like, that's why it just pisses me off when niggas would be like, at least he go to jail. Who gives a fuck, bro? The nigga that he killed is dead. He don't get to do nothing.
That he wants to pull away from U.S. support because he doesn't want anybody who's going to be in power in the United States to leverage the support by saying, we'll give you aid if we decide and whatever. And so what is Israel going to do to combat this reality that the United States cannot effectuate their goals anymore? Who are they going to ally with? And who's going to take power that is going to say, oh, and I think this is the idea. It wants to pull away from the United States in terms of aid, which is what Netanyahu has said. He said that in a 60 Minutes interview about a month ago. I reacted to it on stream. He doesn't want the next leader in this increasingly country to take power and be influenced to leverage our aid against them when we see it fit. He wants to get that aid no matter what. It has to be a guarantee. And increasingly, it's looking like it won't. Where does the Middle East go from here? And where are we in the Middle East after this is all over? This war has effectively forfeited all of our power and leverage in the long term. And so in the grand scale of things, maybe like 10, 15 years, we won't see the same Middle East with the United States all over it and our tentacles implanted to give us power back home like we can now. And that's largely because of this war. This war plays a big role in that.
Yeah, it just showed that we can't. Okay, so the reason, if y'all have any history knowledge, what is the reason why most empires fall? Is because they outstretch too far and they can't control every little part, or there's another part who wants to do this. When an empire stretches out too far, which is what we were doing in the Middle East, like dumbasses because of Israel, it exposes that we don't have. It's not like we can teleport niggas to fucking Tel Aviv or to the bases in Kuwait or to the bases in UAE. We can't do that. We have to bring resources. We have to bring reinforcements. And that process of having to rearm is what hurt Germany, is when they was doing so good, they were pushing so far, their reinforcements, their resources were so behind, it messed up the chain supply. So I don't know if niggas read or not. Like, that's literally why most of the fucking empires that used to be fall, because they reach too far. You're outstretching too far. You're reaching too far to even help the person that you're saying that you can. On God.
And that's something that comes to my mind as he's saying all this. So I just wanted to say that now, but I'll let the interview play. I don't know if you wanted to add anything.
No, we'll keep letting it play. You said a lot there, and spot on.
Because gasoline prices are going to come tumbling down, but if you're going to be in a hurry, you're not going to make a good deal. And slowly but surely, we're getting, I think, what we want. And if we don't get what we want, we're going to end it a different way.
So that's interesting, because I think everyone has acknowledged that the United States has been in a defensive position against Iran. They've been aggressive to some extent. The United States and we've been defensive. Is there a line that they would cross against Iran? They've been aggressive on the offensive against
the fuck?
Militarily?
Well, a deal that wasn't going to be good for us is the line, ultimately, because, I'm playing it out, and we're going to see, and that's what I do. I negotiate. They negotiate. They're very good negotiators. They're crafty. What
happened? I thought there were no negotiators left.
In the end, we have all the cards.
They're good negotiators.
No, but he's been saying that. He's like, we've wiped out all the negotiators. We want the regime to change. Then he's like, oh, well, we've been negotiating. I'm telling you, he just lies. Like, it's so funny. Like, he literally just lies. It's so crazy.
We've defeated them militarily. Look, they have no navy. Every ship, they have 100.
My nigga said they have no navy. Yeah, because they gave a fuck about Iran. Gave a fuck about their navy, because that's exactly what they were thinking about when y'all were coming over. Oh, hopefully they don't get our navy that we use to protect what? Like, they share all this with different countries. What do they need a fucking navy for? Like, it's not like it's this where we have the whole North Atlantic and then we have the whole North Pacific. You see what I'm saying? It's not like they have two big ass bodies of water on their side where they got the Gulf of them, and we done changed the Gulf of America, Gulf of California. Like, they don't have this. They don't need a navy because they're not surrounded by fucking water. Like, the fuck, they're not. This is Iran. Iran is surrounded by other nations. Fuck do they need a navy for? They need fucking ballistic missiles so they can blow some shit up. And that's exactly what they got.
59 ships. Every one of them are at the bottom of the sea. Every single one. We take pictures of them. We have people going down taking pictures of hundreds of ships.
Come on, bro.
Yo, bro's a joke. I'm trying to tell you.
AI pictures he's putting online. of these ships at the bottom.
Yo, imagine a nigga is actually going down to the bottom of the ocean to look at and take pictures of a ship in a war zone. Yeah, that's. Let's go to the war zone and take pictures of the fucking blown up ships.
It's totally gone 100%. Their military, we've sort of left it alone because we think that their military is somewhat moderate. They have other people that aren't moderate. We've taken them out. We've taken different forms of leadership out. We've actually left their military alone. People would be surprised to hear that, because mistakes have been made in wars where you wipe out everybody and then you have a country that's, for 40 years can never rebuild. You look at what happened with Iraq. We did so bad. That was such a foolish thing, what we did. Shouldn't have been there in the first place, by the way.
I know this bitch ass nigga didn't just say that. I know this bitch ass nigga didn't just say that. I know he did not just say that. I know he did not just say that. Did this nigga just say we shouldn't have been there in the first place? Bitch.
Bro. And shouldn't have been in.
Yo, are you serious? Bruh. Are we not repeating that right now?
Right.
It's crazy.
What the fuck are we doing in Iran?
He's losing his mind. I swear to God,
That's
he's losing
that.
his
What
mind.
Valhalla call it? That's that
Be
late
like,
night
we don't
dementia.
have a ground invasion or whatever. Yo, this is like, you could argue that this is worse
Yeah.
because you didn't win.
At least, as I was saying, at least in Iraq, we won. I mean, let me not say we won because it took about 8-10 years to win 2 different presidents.
And that's why I laid all that out earlier, because we not look, Iraq, we actually destabilized them. At least that argument can be made from the pro-war perspective, from the neoconservative perspective. Hey, we weakened Iraq, but that actually kind of hurt us because we.
But it took years. Like the fuck, we could do the same thing possibly to Iran if we take billions of years. We take 15 years to fight, and we're fighting them constantly, and then we get like.
Turn it into a hotbed for terrorism, and now.
Why the fuck would we waste 20 years trying to fight Iran to change regime in the Middle East? The fuck? They're not bombing us. They're not bothering us.
Like this power vacuum, and Iraq is still largely unstable to this day. But like with Iran, they're still good. Like they're still strong, and that makes this arguably just as bad, if not worse. And this is just the short-term repercussions. What's it gonna look like in the next 10 years? So
incredible, dude.
Niggas finna have how in New York they have the tolls, well, not even in New York, but I don't really know where specifically where they just have tolls at. I think they have tolls here too. I've never seen them, but in New York they have tolls on the, I want to say, the bridge going across to different cities or whatever. They're gonna have a toll in the straight. You're gonna have to go through the fucking lane and put your 25 cents in before you get through. God damn it.
Iran, but Iran
Or you get blown up, nigga.
The capability. If we didn't hit them with the B-2 bombers 9 months ago, they would have a nuclear weapon right now, and it would be a whole different.
Yo, this nigga sound like Netanyahu.
So it probably would have used it. You probably wouldn't have had you wouldn't have had it, but you probably wouldn't have had a Middle East. And then where do they go from there? And you get to see that when you see that when we went back, they had missiles aimed
I'm trying
at
to tell you.
Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait, Bahrain. They all got hit, and we were
Wait. Let's listen to the countries you just named again.
UAE. That when we went back, they had missiles aimed at Qatar, Saudi
Okay, U.S. base in there in Qatar.
Arabia,
U.S. base in Saudi Arabia.
UAE,
U.S. base in UAE.
Kuwait,
U.S. base in Kuwait.
Bahrain.
U.S. base in Bahrain.
They all
Oh wait,
got
no.
hit.
Yeah, in Bahrain, U.S. base.
I was surprised. Actually, I viewed it as a positive because all those people came immediately to our side. They got hit. Now, they could have taken another view. They could have said, well, we want no part of it. Not that they like it, but they came to our side. And Iran is in a very bad position.
They have no choice, niggas. Like they came to our side, and that like they have no. It's either get fucked by Iran or what. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, they have no choice but to hopefully the U.S. saves us, which they won't be because they're only trying to save Israel.
And they have no military. All they have is good talk, and they have a fake press. The fake news is probably their biggest asset. And I put something out on Truth the other day that I think was very profound. It said that we wipe out their military, we wipe out their Navy, their Air Force, their...
Holy softball interview. Where are the questions? So much for Laura Trump, right? No surprise there. Can we ask a question? Trump is just doing this self-parading, like, Well, you know, I did. Like, what are we? Come on, like, this is painful to listen to.
Anti-aircraft, we wipe out everything. We wipe out their leadership, and then we wipe out their leadership a second time. And then at 2.5 time, we're dealing with the other half. And by the way, they're much more reasonable, and you could say that's regime change. But I said, so they...
Niggas said they're much more reasonable, but have not budged on shit in the peace deal. What are they reasoning with you for? What are they reasoning with you with, bro? Tell us.
Would then raise the white flag of surrender. We give up to the great American military, the most powerful military. We give up, we give up, we give up. The New York Times would say, Iran has fought bravely and has defeated the United States of America. I mean, the coverage is so bad. You have a big win in a battle.
No, the coverage is actually kind of honest.
And they say you lost. You knock out their entire...
I get it. All of these liberal left-wing...
He said you knock out their entire Navy, all 2 of the ships, and their entire Air Force, all 3 planes that they use. Because where the fuck would they be flying the Air Force? Like, what would they need an Air Force for when they have ballistic missiles that reach Israel? We got them. We got the Navy and the Air Force. Even though they were shooting ballistic missiles at us the whole time, that we do got the Navy and the Air Force, though.
Media news outlets are saying Iran is strategically winning. New York Times, CNN, whatever. They've suggested that idea, but a broken clock is right twice a day, and they happen to be right on that. Reluctant, but to say that even.
Fuck even listening to the niggas here. You can go to Israel. You can go to IRGC. You can go to Iran's news outlets. The ones that even hate the regime. They will say what's going on. You don't have to just listen to the American outlets. Like, everybody knows what's going on. It's not like this shit is... And like, this isn't 1952 and niggas got newspapers and shit. This is 2026. We have phones, instant news, all right?
But it's just the truth. And so you have Trump trying to accuse the media of being fake and not honestly reporting, but global news is saying the same thing that they're saying. And Fox News has become this insufferable echo chamber of lies. And it's a matter of time until their approval drops as well, because people are going to come and know, maybe not right now, but hindsight is always 2020. In the next 5 or 10 years, that
the only niggas watching news on television anymore are the boomers and the old folks, brother. Nobody's watching this shit on the news. So these niggas are on the way out now. The people who will be reporting news will be like niggas like Ryad, me, Myron, any of the niggas like that. That's who people are gonna Valhalla. People are gonna listen to them. They're not listening to fucking Fox News no more.
This war was a huge...
We're done. We're done with that shit.
Mistake that will largely be known among the older audience, even the boomers, maybe the Gen Xers, the millennials, and that was the case for Iraq. How many people say Iraq was a mistake now? And those were the same people that were saying war on terrorism. So it'll be the same thing with Iran.
Navy, and they say their Navy's doing fantastically. No, it was defeated, totally defeated. And they say it's just a terrible thing for our country. And
that's what they always do, bro. The Saudis have always been like that. They've always like double dipped everywhere in Israel and in Iran and US. Like they're just conniving ass niggas. Like they really only care about their fucking palace and making sure that they're still gonna be like the Prince of Saudi and the King of Saudi. That's all they care about. They don't actually care about their people. Like it's so funny. Like Saudi Arabia are a bunch of clowns over there. That is funny.
You know, to really be great, you need a fair media, and we don't have a fair media.
If the Gulf states are hit by Iran, yeah, I mean, they benefit in the sense of that they're gonna need. I mean, they benefit both ways. Here's how they benefit both ways. If they get hit by Iran or if they help Iran, okay? So if they get hit by Iran, they benefit because the US sees and Israel sees, okay, well maybe Saudi, you know, they are on par, they want to listen. If they help with Iran, right? They say that they don't bomb or do something. They don't let US go back to their bases or whatever, right? Iran now has another big Middle Eastern country that they could possibly be friends with. Was wars forever? Facts. But that's because Saudi works with the US. So and they like to double dip and lie.
Did you hear? Did you hear that he's gonna go after Jean Carroll?
Yeah,
That's a
I
W.
saw that. I saw that. Bro's fighting
That's
back.
a W. Yo, yeah,
that's a W.
yo, fuck that bitch, nigga.
Yeah.
Yo, like that I could tell. I like that. I like that. We gotta go after this Me Too. Okay.
Yeah.
These grifting chicks, right? Chick used a episode of SVU, and like, oh yeah, the facts are kind of similar to SVU, and then she went on CNN and said like,
Yeah, true facts. They're facts.
Like, it doesn't have to be physical. Like what? By definition, it's physical. You.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, a civil case, bro.
And Iran knows Saudi Arabia likes to double dip and lie. So I wouldn't personally trust Saudi Arabia if I was Iran, but they are, I want to say they're an excellent resource, if that makes sense. Like they're an excellent money cash cow. There we go.
Like a civil case.
Yeah.
So
the civil cases always, and you would know this better, but they always
shit versus shit at. That shit made me laugh though.
Always pan out in the girl's favor when she's the accuser.
Yeah,
and shit
facts.
Like that.
Oh yeah, bro. It's
They like to double dip. They like to double dip with everybody, bro. It's so I'm trying to tell you, like they like to double dip with everybody, which is why Iran hates them because they like to double dip with everybody. They'll be like, yeah, we got you, Iran, and then go do a deal with the Jews, and then be like, yeah, Jews, we got you, and then sneak around and do my deal with a Iran or one of the, like I'm telling you, they double dip. Saudi, them niggas in Saudi Arabia are fucking smart because they just lie. They like this nigga right here. They just lie to niggas. Yeah, we got your back. We got you.
51.
As long as you get us, as long as you keep us in the palace and the mansions and shit.
Bro.
Like that's all they care about is still being able to rule over Saudi Arabia. Like that's their whole focus is keeping that same Saudi class in rule. Nah, I saw that. I think they are too. Cause they come. I saw that, and I read that too. That's what I'm telling you. Like, them niggas, they keep them niggas that certain family in power for a reason, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
All you need is 51%.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ridiculous.
That's
So,
crazy. And that's a
like,
broken
exactly
in this country for sure.
She's
Wasn't
a
this
weird-
back in the 90s?
Exactly.
In like some shopping mall and a dressing room? Like this
Yeah.
was forever ago.
So basically,
I mean, it's just these niggas lying. It's just this nigga lying. So as of today, we got Trump lying about peace deal. Then we have a 60-day I forgot how this nigga memorandum. What the fuck is it called?
Let's discuss the possibility of an actual deal. 60-day ceasefire to understanding, which again will then and see if we actually come to a memorandum of understanding.
Memorandum,
which again will
okay.
then lead to
Yeah, okay. So we have a signing on Friday of a memorandum to come to an understanding that we won't bomb each other for 60 days on Friday. That's not gonna last long because either Israel's gonna bomb Lebanon or they're gonna, they're gonna fuck that up somehow. Then we have Trump coming out and saying, oh, well, we have destroyed their military. We made this peace deal. Peace deal is out now. We signed the peace deal. So it's, again, a bunch of lies as usual. Valhalla showed us that. Myron and Riot has also showed us through this fucking short-ass clip of that. It's, you just, like I said, guys, you can't get your information from Trump. Don't listen to what the fuck that nigga says, bro. Please. He doesn't know what he's doing. He don't know where he's at. It's almost like Sleepy Joe, except this nigga just talks all the time. Like, he the type to, like, tell you a story and forget about the story he was telling you and tell you another one in the middle of that story. So, yeah. I doubt we would get any type of peace deal coming anytime soon. So just be ready for that gas to keep going higher. Groceries to get more expensive. If Trump is smart, like I forgot what tweet they showed what a guy was saying, he would just back out Iran and stop funding Israel. But I don't know if that is like viable for him at all. I don't think even that's a realistic option. So I wouldn't like put my thoughts into it that much. But yeah, guys, stop listening to fucking, please. There are a bunch of niggas that report the news and he is not one of them. They blackmail him. That's what I'm thinking too. That's why I know he can't do nothing. But I want to see this shit come out. I want to see shit. Prove it. I want them niggas to prove that they blackmailing the nigga. I want him to grow some balls, but I doubt he will. Last week, nah, I didn't see that. But yeah, like we're panicking. I gotta hold up. Hold up. Yeah, them niggas met in the situation room. That's how bad it was. Hold up. Are we dead ass? You have to pay for this shit? Like, imagine. The secure situation room. They call a meeting. Yeah. The secure situation room complex where President Obama and his team monitored the raid that killed Osama bin Laden became the setting for a string of meetings in which the Trump administration's most senior officials gathered without the president to manage the fallout from public fury over their failure to release them. What they had considered their reliably loyal MAGA base. Mm. Yeah. They were JD Vance wanted to release all the files, even the unsubstantiated material about Trump. Underage parties, I'm not surprised. He probably did. Tell me, you're not just hanging out. You don't just hang out with niggas like that for no reason. I'm trying to tell you. Birds of a feather flock together, okay? So you're not just hanging around a nigga who talks to underage kids and not running into any. Okay? That doesn't make any sense. Like he never it just like I said, birds of a feather flock together. So there's no way he's just cool with Epstein, goes to the island and never sees nothing. That doesn't That doesn't make any sense. But yeah. They was in that situation room. You wasn't lying. They were in that situation room. Imagine, damn, the files drop, you had to run to the situation room. That's why I'm telling you. That nigga got some sick shit on him. That's why he's not like all the way balls to the floor like he used to be, because they got some sick ass shit on that nigga and he don't want that shit out. He does not want that shit out. But yeah, not too crazy today. We didn't have no bombings as of today, and it has been a very a quiet day, a quiet Monday, because the peace deal. I'm telling you, they have some shit on him. Just wait. If he keep acting up, they're gonna put some more shit out. There might be some shit out today, especially with him talking about this 300 billion that Valhalla was talking about. Yeah, it might be this week that we see some more shit. So just be looking out. If you do see some shit, especially on Facebook, make sure you send it to me. Okay, because I definitely want to be able to look at that and go over it. But other than that, we had wasn't too crazy today. Had a fake peace deal. Had a no bombings, at least. Lebanon hasn't. I don't know if Lebanon's still being bombed right now, but over the weekend, Israel said they wasn't stopping, so I could only imagine that they're still bombing them. Guys, we're not getting a peace deal till America stops helping Israel and funding them. But like, that's literally what Iran wants, is leave us alone. Okay, and Israel will never leave them alone, and America will continue to fund them. So until we stop doing that, we're not going to get a peace deal. So we'll be at war with these niggas forever until we have a president who isn't blackmailed. Oh, literally. So it's like we'll be at war with these niggas. We'll be at war forever, bro, and they'll be able to literally take our troops and, that's just the optimistic side talking. Now, realistically, like you said, it's too late for that because our military is already merging with the bill that they're about to put out, and BB's already said plenty of times that they're getting to a state to where they won't need America anymore. So that might be the reason why, because our militaries are merging. If we have the same defense militaries, that means guess who gets the same missiles that we get? They do, and they don't have to pay for them no more because they are part of the military. God damn. Honestly, I'm at a loss because them niggas really have a fucking hold on us. India becomes a manufacturer like China. Facts, but Iran becomes Saudi. You know what's funny is Israel was like they would do the same thing that they do to America to India. Like they would make India become like not America, but use them for their like resources and make them pay, like shit like that. It's so funny. I saw that. But yeah, basically, because now we're losing because Iran is showing that America isn't so strong without the people around it, and yeah, this I'm telling you, this war did way more than just expose Israel and America's relationship. Yep. Russia becomes this. Russia gets bigger. I'm telling you, this war really like flipped the whole continent on its head. We went from being one of the top dogs to like fighting for a piece at the table. Like I'm trying to tell you, like this war just shows a lot, and I feel bad because we can't do nothing. We really can't do like as Americans. There's like barely anything we can do, but vote, and that shit don't even work. So it's like I don't. I'm telling you, we just something. We got to figure out something. We got to figure some shit out because this shit is gonna get worse. And if we have to rely on niggas who would sell us out for $1, not even saying Trump, just in the future, another nigga might sell us out for $1. What could we really possibly like? What could really happen if that happens? It's gonna be us on our side of the world. Oh God, I'm telling you guys, this Iran war opened up a lot of doors that were shut, and showed a lot of our enemies that America can't do everything. They might act like they can, but they can't. So now it's just it's really like I said, it's Iran and the rest of the world versus America and Israel right now. And the more we make the world hate us, the less people will have to help if not us helping them, but them coming to our defense if something bad happens. Like I said, bro, like this shit is oh my God, this shit is horrible. This shit is fucking horrible, bro. I don't know what this nigga was thinking. He wasn't thinking, he was listening. I don't know why he wanted to listen to Israel, but we are cooked right now and there's nothing we can really do about it. Iran has all the cards, the strait is still closed. Ballistic missiles are still being made, nukes are still being processed, proxies are still working. If we won because we killed the Navy and the Air Force, then you wasn't really paying attention to what we went to war for. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't really paying. If you think we won because the nigga said the Navy and the Air Force is cooked, you wasn't paying attention to what we went to war about. But yeah, guys. I haven't no bombs. I heard about Lebanon yet, but I just be expecting those in a couple of days. But I will see you boys on Wednesday. Easy W day for the easy day. Nothing too crazy. We didn't get nothing too crazy. Got another lie about the peace deal, but we did see the 300 billion that Iran will be getting if the U.S. comes to the agreement, which is insane. Even though we just spent $100 billion fighting these niggas, now we got to pay $300 to make them feel happy. So, oh my God, yeah. Another day in America, I'll tell you guys. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. We will be live Wednesday. Hopefully we don't get bombed, or not. We don't get bombed. Hopefully Lebanon doesn't get bombed within the 2 days. Within the day we don't go live. But if they do, I'll report on it. I'll talk about it. But hopefully these niggas have some sense and actually come to the table. Even though we already saw Israel's not coming to the table. Hopefully bro gets some sense, because like I said, the only reason that bro isn't in jail or trials keep getting pushed back is because of the war. So the longer he can keep claiming, oh, we're at war, the farther he can keep pushing back these trial hearings. And so I don't expect him not to. I expect these niggas to stay at war for the rest of his life. You feel me? So, yeah. We will see tomorrow, though, because he does have a trial hearing tomorrow. I'm so glad Unc said that. He has a trial hearing tomorrow at 1 p.m. I don't know what time that is in Israel time, but hopefully they record it. I doubt they will, because, they, why the fuck would they record? Why would he let these niggas record him getting fucked? You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyways, I will see y'all boys on Wednesday. I appreciate Unc for stopping by. Appreciate everybody who is in the chat. Don't like to speak. It's all right. I see you. I will see y'all boys on Wednesday, though. Peace!
The bitch shaking it, showing it. You this, you that. We laughing at them together. Oh! So stop treating these like they mean something.
Let's go to TikTok.